Yo, Animatormon here, with a review of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Season 1, Episode 7, The Way of Invisibility. Spoiler warning. I'm gonna start skipping the monologues because really they don't add much to the actual episode. Anyway, after the intro we catch up with our villains. Our nameless villain, along with Hun, are discussing their turtle problem. Stockman joins them shortly wearing an eye patch.
Maybe they're working for your old enemies.
The man isn't very pleased with how his subordinates have been performing. He now wants Hun and Stockman to work together in order to destroy the turtles. We cut to the turtles doing some training with Splinter.
Tonight our training shall focus on combining two essential disciplines, the way of balance and the way of invisibility.
I see what you did there. During training, Casey stumbles into the lair. It turns out the turtles have given him complete access.
Although next time you would be wise to heed the ancient Japanese proverb, phone first.
Really? That's all you've got to say about that? Casey informs them of graffiti he's discovered, which looks like 4 turtles dead on a sword. Yikes! Casey then spots the sword of Tengu, which he says looks a lot like the sword in the graffiti. He tries to touch it, and it throws him across the room. This is why you don't just leave the sword of Tengu out on display. Casey insists that the turtles fight back. They see this as an obvious trap. Even Raph, surprisingly. That dude's smartening up. Casey notices their TV and starts lounging around. Back at the villain's lair, Stockman is showing off his Foot Tech Ninjas. Cyber armor that makes them stronger, faster, and gives them the ability to turn invisible. He was able to create it using a piece of the suit from last episode. He wants access to study the entire thing. The man doesn't want to deal with any of his shit.
Just keep this behemoth out of my way, and my Foot Tech Ninjas will deliver the goods. I guarantee it.
You have already paid the price for failing me once. Do not fail me a second time.
Back at the lair, Casey won't leave.
Is these the only DVDs you got?
Yeah, in fact, why don't you borrow some and bring them back?
That's okay, I'll just watch them here. Come on, eject, you useless piece of... Ah! Oh, think your play is broken.
What the hell is wrong with this guy?
Hey, Raph, let's wrestle!
Are the writers trying to tell us something? Splinter gets annoyed by Casey, and who can blame him? He tells Raph to go and take Casey to the surface. Oh, come
on, you maniac!
Maniac? Who are you calling a maniac?
And that's how they defeated the thing that wouldn't leave.
I'm supposed to like Casey, right? They spot some purple dragons spray painting graffiti. They proceed to fight. Okay, wait. First thing, Raph just revealed himself to a bunch of strangers. And the second thing, I thought they were trying not to play into their trap. It's been like 2 scenes for fuck's sake. One of the purple dragons calls for backup.
We got one.
After they've been beaten, 2 ninjas show up. Okay, again, wait a minute. How did the ninja know where to go? All the guy said was, "We got one." Okay, I guess you can argue that maybe they can track calls? They probably have that sort of tech. But how did the ninja know what he was talking about? Again, all the guy said was, "We got one." How did the ninja know he meant one of the turtles? They get beat, and the ninja take Raph. They leave Casey. Casey escapes, running off with a piece of the ninja's suit. Raph awakens, strapped to a table. Hun appears.
Nice steal. How about telling me who gave them to you?
Yo mama.
Wicked burn. Casey runs back to the lair and informs them of Raph's abduction. Casey is very distraught and proceeds to start breaking shit. What is wrong with this guy? Hun attempts to interrogate Raph.
I'm only gonna ask you this one more time. Who do you work for? How long have you been on this planet? What is the level of your technology?
Raph is obviously confused and manages to escape. Stockman is angry with Hun because he didn't get a DNA sample. Why didn't they just take it when he was asleep? Hun reveals that he purposefully let him escape, so Foot-Tech ninjas could follow him back to the others. Wow, that's really clever. Using a tracking device, the other turtles realize Raph is being followed. They use heat sensor goggles to locate Raph and battle with the ninja. They use their wits to fight the invisible ninja. One of the ninja threatened to drop Casey into the whirlpool.
My grip is loosening. I suggest you drop your weapons now.
Don't do it, guys. I'm not worth it.
You know, he's got a point.
Yes, he does. Regardless, they drop their weapons. Mikey sneaks up behind the ninja and knocks him off the ledge, along with Casey. Good job. They rescue Casey and throw the rest of the ninja into the whirlpool. Is that murder? Who cares? The man is angered by their defeat. Stockman attempts to blame Hun, but the man doesn't buy any of his bullshit. Stockman is then dragged out of the room.
What did you learn from your interrogation?
I worked over a lot of tough guys in my day. I'm telling you, these turtles never even heard of your enemies, let alone work for them.
Then perhaps they can be useful to me when the time comes to confront those enemies.
Meanwhile, in another ominous lair, a strangely dressed man approaches three people.
Our enemy has discovered our presence in this city.
And what of the 4 mutant creatures?
Still an unknown factor. We need more information.
Learn all you can about them. If they pose no threat, do not engage them. But if they are in the employ of our enemy, take the necessary steps to neutralize them.
And that's the end of the episode. I like this episode. I like a lot of the villain stuff. They give tidbits of information, which actually do more to raise questions instead of answering them. The villains also show smarts with the way they handle the turtles. This episode raises the idea that the turtles aren't even the villain's main threat. They're just getting caught up in the middle of him and his strange enemies. I'd really like to see where they go with that. I like that Stockman was visibly punished for his screw-up. It helps to demonstrate that this guy means business and really won't tolerate mistakes. It makes him all the more scarier. The turtles seem to be getting smarter, with their observation of the obvious trap. Although, this is sort of ruined when Raph suddenly forgets all this. I'm even more convinced that avoiding the surface has become a running gag. The mention of other planets and such has really started to pique my interest, and I can't wait to see where that goes. Casey Jones! He's not growing on me, and I really want to like him. I feel like they're exaggerating the bumbling idiot aspect of him way too much. I really wish they'd tone it down. Overall, I liked it, and I'm interested to see where they go next.
Catch you on the flip side.